In this episode, Plush and I fight for our freedom as pirates to avoid being hunted like fugitives by the evil rebellion. But Plush reveals his hidden talents as both a designer and a ship fabricator in this startling episode where Plush builds us a new ship and we start an incredible adventure. Plush, I really couldn't stand to see you in your former life, stuck in a cargo container with no freedom, no opportunities. So today begins a new life for you, my friend. I have a plan to thwart the rebellion and offer us both incredible pirate opportunities. But it's going to require us both working together on a new build project. It's an aggressive plan, and it's going to take quite a bit of work to get it done right, but I think together we can get it done. What do you say? That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. You know, this will solidify your position as a Plushie pirate. I mean, helping me as a known pirate to complete a build project. Well, I'm glad you're in. You have complete freedom of choice, but I'm happy to be working on this together. What is the project? Well, I've taken our atmospheric cargo ship to a remote location here on our Earth-like planet to revamp this ship. It was just adequate enough to move our supplies a short distance from our base, but now we're going to convert and expand the whole ship to be more atmosphere and full gravity worthy and be capable of taking us to space. Yes, space. I'll talk more about our plan to take the struggle to the enemy as we go, but for now, we just need to get cracking. Let me give you this grinder, and you can teach yourself how to use it by removing the thrusters on the rear of the ship. It's quite easy once you get the hang of it. Just dump any of the parts into the cargo containers, because we'll need to reuse everything we can. While Plush works on the back, I'll remove some of these front thrusters and also get this small cabin stripped down. We're going to need something much bigger for the both of us. I don't have an exact schematic for this thing, but I'll get a few blocks plopped down to help visualize the overall size. How are you getting on back there, Plush? Wow, you're doing great. Just keep at it. Those big thrusters have a lot of components.
Inventory full.
What happened? Oh, don't worry about that. Blocks fall off and components fall on the ground all the time. You can just pick them up and store them like anything else back in the container. It's all good, Plush. All right, well done. Now here, let me give you this welder, and you can practice welding up these simple light armor blocks I placed here at the front. Just like the grinder, it's very easy to use. You'll get the hang of it in no time. And while you do that, I'm going to work on a big mod to the ship. What are these things? These are big engine nacelles I'm going to have hanging off each side. Right now, I think I'll make the whole ship predominantly hydrogen powered so it can fly anywhere. But I think I'll also add on some ion thrusters to help conserve fuel in space. The original atmospheric ship had a ton of batteries to power everything, so we'll reuse those to power the ion thrusters. I also think you were right, Plush. We definitely needed to add more hydrogen thrust lift. This ship is going to be very heavy, and we don't want to run short on lifting power. So thanks for the observation and for all the help getting it welded. Tell you what, you can take a shot at designing and welding up a stylish exterior to the nacelles, while I work on replicating more of this on the other side of the ship. Plush, look at this. It's amazing. I love it. And tell you what, you go ahead and feel free to continue with whatever vision you have around these nacelles. I think I really underestimated your design capabilities, so take your time, look things over really good, and have at it. Man, that Plush is really something else. Now he's talking about putting in windows. Well, while he gets that figured out, I'll place some hydrogen-oxygen generators, a couple hydrogen engines, and a couple oxygen tanks inside these nacelles, so Plush can work around all that he needs to design the aesthetics. Alright, the front is completely stripped down. But now, before I build much more, I need to plan for a landing area. This ship I want very fit to purpose, and one thing I want it to do is to carry the HM36. But I don't want it to look like it's just connected on. As much as possible, I want it to look like part of the ship, very blended in and fitted, but yet still easily detached and docked. With a little bit of pocketed area for it to dock, and it should be able to dock there nicely if I didn't mess up my measurements, it's time to start building out the front. And I think I'm going to go for a very panoramic view with lots of glass. The way this ship looks is going to be just as important as its function. And this front area will not only be holding several important components, but is where Plush and I will also be hanging out, so it needs to be big and scenic. I also see Plush is making great progress getting the other nacelle dressed up to match this side. For a stuffed toy, he really is such a hard worker. Okay, Plush, this ship is coming along great, but I've got a couple other jobs for you. We're getting very low on components, but still have a lot of ore. So I need you to start building out a little bit of an industrial area near the back of the ship so we can get that production going. We still have lots to do, but we're getting there. You okay with everything? Glad to hear you're enjoying your first ship build. Well, Plush, I've been super proud of the work you've done, but now I have a very different job for you. We've got all our hydrogen tanks in place, but we need to get them filled. So if you're up for it, I'd like for you to take the big HM36, fly it, and go mine a big chunk of ice. It'll take some time for the ice to get converted to hydrogen, so I think we better get started now. You up for it? Well, I guess that answers that question. Just go slow, Plush. Some bad weather's moving in, so your first piloting and mining run will be even more challenging. I've got to say, you've done a great job on the nacelle lighting, Plush. Just go nice and easy and get the mining ship docked into the pocket it fits in. As you come in over the ship, switch to your docking camera and get yourself aligned. Once you're all level and positioned, just come straight down. You should feel a little wiggle when the connector magnetism grabs. When it does, hit the connector lock. And if all's good, the engines should cut back to just an idle. Well done! That's a maneuver even an experienced pilot might have trouble with, and you pulled it off without a hitch. You're turning into quite the accomplished stuffed engineer, Plush. It's just amazing. Keep an eye on our ice, Plush, and feel free to take the miner out as many times as we need to get enough ice to fill these tanks. I'm going to keep working on the cabin. And I'm starting to get some guns positioned on this ship just for some basic defense. This really isn't built to be a gunship, but we'll almost certainly be engaging the other pirates and the Assert faction pretty soon, so it needs some armament. Well, Plush, I think we've done a great job, and we did it together. There's still some things the ship needs. We need to finish off the underside of the ship, but that'll be much easier floating in space. We need to see if we can make parts of it like the cabin airtight. It still needs painting and some other smaller additions, but it's flight-worthy and defensible. We also made a pretty good-looking ship, and I just checked out what you did with the interior of the space engine nacelles. It really looks good back there, Plush. Nice lighting, floor plating, windowed view to the outside, and plenty of space to set up some quality of life blocks like timers and event controllers. All in all, the ship looks really good, inside and out, and it'll only get better. So now it's time for the next phase of our pirate life. Well, ruling the galaxy would be nice, but one step at a time. The next step is to take this ship on its maiden voyage and finish off some of the build. And to do that, we need to do some gathering. You ready to go? All right, climb into your seat and let's get this bird in the air. Plush and I are starting the next pirate adventure, but this concludes part 1 of our Piracy miniseries. Keep watching the channel for more Space Engineers, Farming Simulator, Eco, Star Citizen, and more. And thanks to all my viewers for supporting the channel and helping it grow. See you next time.